Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'll be doing something that I have never done on the channel before, but it was always highly requested, and this is the top 5 assault rifles in season 11 of COD Mobile. So I'm gonna be basically showing you the top 5 assault rifles that will leave a mark when you are playing with it this season. So if you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 8,000 subscribers, and where the bell is, press down on that and make sure it is on all and not personalized. And I'm also asking you to do me a favor and hit that like button so you can help this video out with the YouTube algorithm. If we can get 100 likes on this video, that means so much to me, and with everyone's help, then this can definitely happen. At number 5, we have the Man of War, and some people will be wondering why this is on the list, but I will always say that the Man of War is the most underrated gun in the game, and the reason for this is because before the Gunsmith and all, the Man of War had the worst recoil in the game, but like season 8 or so, COD kind of nerfed the recoil because the recoil was normally all over the place, and now with the addition of the Gunsmith, you can now put on your different attachments so you can now reduce this recoil even more. And the Man of War is a 3-shot kill at mid-range or short range, and even though the fire rate is not that high, it is still pretty much a pretty good gun. So if you can get those 3 shots on target, then you should definitely be pretty good off with these guns. So if you have a great gunsmith loadout for the Man of War, then it will definitely destroy a lot of SMGs in mid-range and close range, because as I said, this is a 3-shot kill. This is one of the fastest killing guns in the game, and it's just so underrated right now. Personally, a lot of people do not like the iron sight on this. I think it's pretty good because it goes along well with the recoil. However, if you don't like it, then you can just go ahead and put a red dot on that thing. The gun I have at number 4 is the ICR, and I know that I got a lot of you guys, because I know a lot of people coming to this video were expecting the ICR to be at the number 1 on the list, but I am here to debunk that completely, because I think the ICR is the most overrated gun in the game right now. The only thing this has is that it doesn't really have any, well, it doesn't have any recoil at all, but if you're someone who can control recoil, then this is absolutely no use to you. Like for example me, if you do not use the ICR in long range fights, then you'll be in trouble. This thing is so bad at mid range and close range. The fire rate is not that good, and it also takes a long time to kill. If you get all the shots on target, then it's gonna be like a 4-shot kill weapon. Overall, compared to other assault rifles, it is a pretty slow killing gun, and especially if people are gonna be using SMGs against you, then you're gonna be at a big huge disadvantage. But the only thing that this has is that it doesn't have any recoil at all, and as I said, from season 9 to 11, recoil is not really a problem because that can be easily fixed. So only reason why the ICR is on this list is because, again, that recoil thing. At number 3, we have the AK-47, and guys, I do not know if this gun is right here because I am a bit biased to it, because this is actually my favorite gun in the game, if you did not know that. The AK-47 actually has a pretty good kick to it. It does have a pretty strong vertical recoil, but that is easy to control. And guys, I want to say the AK-47, in my opinion, is the fastest killing assault rifle in the game. It might even be in the top 5 fastest killing guns overall in the game right now. This is basically pretty ideal for mid-range, and you also get away with some fights at close range as well. They did add a new perk to this, so you can win more fights at mid-range if you do choose to use the AK-47. At long range, it still has pretty much the same damage and stuff, but as I said, it does have a bit of a recoil to it, and it does have a bit of a kick. The vertical recoil on the AK-47 is pretty strong, so if you want a gun for long range, and I do not suggest this, but if you want to win a lot of fights at mid range and on maps like firing range and so on, then this is pretty good. At number 2, we have the DRH, and I know I caught a lot of you guys again because you also thought the DRH would be at the number 1 gun on the list, and I completely disagree. So the reason why the DRH, let me show you why the DRH is actually right here where I put it. So for one, we all know that the DRH is a pretty powerful AR gun. It is a 3-shot kill, and I think it does have a bit of a recoil, but again, recoil is not really a problem for this season. And guys, hear me out why this is not so high even though this is a 3-shot kill weapon, the time when those 3 shots are gonna come out of that gun, then you're basically not gonna be in a good position. So it doesn't have a fast firing rate like some SMGs or the assault rifle that is at number 1, and also this is pretty much for mid-range as well, so it does not do that well at long range in my opinion, especially if you go ahead and put the no stock attachment on that thing. So if you don't set it right, like if you try to turn this thing in a SMG, then it's gonna have a lot of flinch and a slight recoil as well, so it's not really the best, but it's still pretty good, and this would be a actually pretty good option. I think that you should definitely have the DRH in one of your top 10 loadouts overall, so yeah. And finally at number 1 we have the BK57. How could you imagine at number 1 we actually have the KN44. I don't know if you are surprised that the KN44 is here, but if you're seeing it right now, then you should have no surprise that it's actually here. The KN44 has been on top ever since it was released. I think for the first part of season 9 it didn't feel really good. It didn't get a nerf or anything, but it just didn't feel right. But right now the KN44 is the best assault rifle in the game, and there's no arguing on that, guys. There is literally nothing to argue right there. The fire rate on this is high. It is good for long range, it's good for medium range, it's good for close range. The hip fire is also pretty good. With the KN44 you can also take off some of the attachments to turn it into a SMG and get away with it. You won't face any major flinch or any major recoil or anything like that. The only problem that I have with the KN44, and this is just a slight problem, and this is the running animation of the gun. It does seem a bit uncomfortable for me personally. That is the only problem I have with it. Overall it's a straight all-rounded gun. It is pretty much the most versatile assault rifle in the game. The only gun that is most versatile than this gun right now is the HG40, which I assume will be nerfed in the near future. So guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to go ahead and smash that like button, and if you are new here, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with the bell and ensure that the notifications are off so you can see when I post more videos like this. I am planning to post a video with the top Gunsmith loadout, so I hope that you stick around for that, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Alright guys, since you did make it to this far in the video, let me just go ahead and share with you my KN44 loadout, and this is so good. Like this, the mobility on this is good, and it also has a pretty fast ADS time. So firstly, we are not using any stock, so we can get that mobility and also get some more ADS speed. We'll be using the OWC laser just so we could have more ADS bullet spread accuracy. Alright, so we will be using the Stripe foregrip just for the little recoil that the KN has, and it also is going to give us some ADS bullet spread accuracy. For the round, we will be using the 38 round ammunition, and for the rear grip we will be using the stippled grip tape. As I said, this is ideal for ADS time, and it also has pretty good mobility, so you can go ahead and test it out and tell me what you think of it.